This is truly the end of an era on HBO Family. So, HBO Kids. A preschool block originally called Jam in the Morning has been killed. That's right, HBO Kids was removed from HBO Family with no announcement or fanfare. Or I think it might. I think it did. It did. I think the announcement took place actually. I think. Anyway, it's very sad that the people who watched HBO Kids, formerly known as Jam, are very disappointed. So, as of right now, the block has been discontinued and was replaced by movies, occasionally aired by HBO Family, marking the end of the block. The shows that formerly aired on the block will remain on Warner Max. Okay, I cannot believe that they had to kill off a long-running preschool morning block during the time. Well, I understand why, because then again, HBO Family is a premium channel along with HBO. Thus, this might be the reason why. And also, another part is that it's part of cable. That's another understanding. That's another reason why. So I understand, but this, however, I just couldn't believe it. I mean, even though I sometimes watched it because of Pinky Dinky Doo and Sesame Street and such. I kind of do remember watching those programs when they used to be on HBO Kids, on demand. And anyway, I will miss HBO Kids as much as the next person. In my opinion, I don't think it was smart for HBO to kill it. But then again, cable is it's starting to die. Slowly but surely. So, I cannot believe this. And also HBO Kids, they have been going through a lot of shifts lately. They have been shifting their times, airing from 6 to 3 p.m., from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m., 6 a.m. to 1:30 p.m., 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Just a lot of running times during the Eastern and Pacific time zones. And randomly they aired HBO Kids from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. to kind of paying homage to Jam's sister block Madnet, which was pulled a decade early in 2005. 2 decades early in 2005 for no good reason. But then again, I think it flopped. Yeah, I think it flopped. Probably. For HBO Kids / Jam, however, it has been a magnificent hit. And put HBO Family on the map, kind of acting like the Nickelodeon Disney Channel, or Hub Network like. Seriously, I don't know who needs details. Anyway, I want to say rest in peace to HBO Kids, formerly known as Jam. It's very sad to see the block go after after a long run from 2001 to 2024. Or now all the shows that aired on HBO Kids will move on to Max. Well, thank goodness that thankfully that that HBO Kids' former programming are not going to get killed off and off. Thankfully, and because if they get killed off, then that means everyone won't be able to watch them anymore. Anyway, it's anyway. Honestly, HBO Kids like kind of died off when they started airing at times where nobody isn't watching it because no one won't be able to get up at a certain amount of time where HBO Kids would start at 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Are you serious? Not a good idea. 6 to 9 a.m. Not a good idea, probably. But then again, it's for the little kids, though. Oh, also, let's not forget about how HBO Kids had aired Sesame Workshop programming. Yes, they had Sesame Workshop programming. They had Sesame Street from that first aired on January 17th, 2016. And don't forget about the other ended Sesame Workshop series. Yes, Pinky Dinky Doo came to HBO Kids as reruns next to the Electric Company reboot, and I recall the Electric Company reboot kind of flopped. Probably. Yeah, I think so. Despite running for 3 seasons as such. I don't know. And then for Pinky Dinky Doo, it was formerly a Noggin original. Credit goes to Epic Boyo for answering my question. Is Pinky Dinky Doo really a Noggin original? And yes it was. At least Pinky Dinky Doo gets to be back on linear cable again until the network who acquired Pinky Dinky Doo and other Sesame Workshop series got rid of her by 2021. And sad. Just sad. And I'm just knowing that the Electric Company had ended its run a little early on November 1st, 2020. Yeah, I think so. So in the end, HBO Kids may not be perfect, and even though it's gone, their original programming will continue via streaming. And don't forget about online on the internet by Archive, by WCO or King Cartoon. Rest in peace, HBO Kids. 2001 to 2024. You will be missed. Thankfully, we got the only things that the only HBO Kids legacy we have were the tapes and interstitials and recordings, thanks to a user going by the name of Super Keegan TV Archive. I think so. So yeah. If you want to check out if you want to check out my history video about HBO Kids, formerly known as Jam, or Medora Entertainment's history video, I'll add links in the description below this video. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.